This is the one, guys. This is the best haul yet. Single trap. All right, good morning, guys. Let's see. So it is a Friday before Labor Day, and we are running traps. I ran my traps about 2 weeks ago. Had the best catch yet. I ran out real quick with no cameras on to hurry up and get some lobsters for dinner. It was late in the afternoon, so I didn't want to fuss around with setting everything up. So today I'm just running one camera, doing the same thing. It's gonna be real quick, easy. Pulling traps, getting home, seeing if we can have some lobster for dinner. We're gonna be resetting the traps. We'll probably be running traps until I'd say November. At least the beginning of November. I bet today we have a pretty good pull. My guess would be I think we're gonna pull about 13 to 15. So there's my guess going out. Got extremely low tide right now, and it's just a beautiful day. Should have brought some rods to go cod fishing today, but I didn't, and that's what it is. Let's start this day off. Should have some good luck today. I sure am gonna be upset if I see a school of fish jumping beside me with no rods in the boat. Later on this week, we're gonna be doing a special recipe I do with cusk. If you've watched some of my videos before, you might have heard me talking about it. It's the Sprite and cusk. It's called the poor man's lobster. Real simple recipe, and it's delicious. It really is delicious. Doesn't taste like claw meat, it doesn't taste like tail meat, but it's right there in between. It's pretty cold when I woke up this morning. I think it was 50 degrees. So believe it or not, I got my thermals on right now and everything. It is a chilly day. Flat like glass out here today. Oh yeah, I remember why I didn't grab the rods today. My kids are home from school. First week of school and they got a Friday off. What are we teaching these kids? They're gonna expect that in their job. They're gonna expect they work 4 days and boom, they get a 3-day weekend. We need to have these kids in school 6 days a week, 10-hour days. All right, So only one lobster out of that trap. One lobster. Only one lobster today. So far. It's okay. Now each trap needs to hit 3 so I can get my quota, or my minimum targeted number of 13. I'm not even gonna lie, last time I came out here, guys, I had so many bugs crawling on me. Things I've never even seen before. Some of the most creepiest little, they weren't shrimp, they weren't sea lice, they looked like praying mantises. And if I had 100 on me, I would have been happy, but it was closer to 1,000. I mean, I was absolutely covered. My kayak was covered. They were just jumping around me, and it was pretty rugged. It wasn't a pretty sight. I think that's my next one. Maybe not. So my goal for the next couple of years is trying to get a bigger boat. Obviously, I got a family, and I'd like to keep this in the back burner, use it for other things. And I want to get recreational licenses and traps for my entire family, so they can also get out there and pull with me. My 6-year-old, he's just, every time I mean, that boy is an outdoorsman. He makes Bear Grylls look soft. And yeah, Miles loves the outdoors. He'll post up all day long fishing, no matter the conditions, rain, sun, snow. Feet can be frozen. He just wants to pull up the next thing on the line, you know? So he's been asking me every time I go out, can I go lobstering with you today, Dad? I break the news to him, and it just, every time I break the news to him, he can't come out because I can only really fit one person in the boat for safety. I could probably do 2, but I'm not sure how I'd pull up a trap and do it safely, and with my kids. And that's my #1 priority. I could care less about much else. But my goal in life is to protect them and to help them grow, and, you know, like any parent, any good parent anyways, grow and be smart and learn from my mistakes, you know, and educate them, not hide my past. And so all my kids know Dad. And they got you. All right. Uh-oh. Not looking good today so far. So yeah, I want to give a thanks to one of my subscribers, Sassafras Queen. I appreciate the tackle and the reel you provided me. I will definitely put that to use. Hopefully this year, if not this year, for sure next year. Once again, thank you very much for your donation to my channel. All right, 3 more traps. They're pretty much all in a line this way. So I know I moved my traps in, and the reason I did that is for 2 reasons. First reason is I need it to be closer to shore so I can pull them quickly when the weather starts to turn bad. because I might only have a short period to get out here and pull all my traps. The second reason was because out there, been getting them, looks like, I think stuck in rocks or something, but it has been nightmarish trying to pull them up. And all right, third trap. We're gonna see. All right. Got my bait bag. 2 lobsters. All right. I'm gonna have to do that just like so. All right. Let's get some bait for this. Can't believe something stole my bait bag. Throw that nice greasy mac in there. That's what I'm saying. See, if something's pulling my trap off, man, they gotta be big. Gotta be big to pull them through that. My bait bag. I layered up. It's 10 layers there. Behind me, double check everything else. Everything looks good. My tag's on it. Just tight. All right, where am I on my map? I'm pretty much sitting over it still. All right, so my rubber band I lost. 10:30 now, so it's looking good for 11. And I got ya. Okay. All right. It's looking good so far. Wow. This is the one, guys. This is the best haul yet. Single trap. We got 1, 2, 3. There might be 5 in there. All right, let's start with this one. Let's look. You're good. Your size is good. So when measuring, you want to go right behind the furthest part in the eye right there where it hooks in. You want to go to the tail. This is the current length right there. So it has to be past this in order to be legal, and it cannot be past this. So one measures, what is it, 3 1/4? Right there is 3 1/4. And this one's 5 inches. So it needs to be above 3 1/4, under 5. And I am. So it's legal. And to do the banding, pretty simple. Put the rubber band on around these. I'm gonna spread it open, put it on the lobster claw like so, turn it, pull it right off. Ooh, you might slip that one. Slide that down a little. There we go. All right. he's good to go, and he won't pinch my feet. 1. All right, this one's good. Can tell the length's good. Don't have to really check too often now, but it's always better to be safe. If you don't really know and there's any doubt, check it out, you know? Should be a saying for that. When in doubt, measure it out. Because I can assure you, Marine Patrol won't care if you doubted it or not. 2. 3. On, turn, off. On, turn, on, turn, off. That's 3. Oh, it's a big old mom right here. 4, let's see. She banded. Oh, she don't have any eggs, and she don't have a notch. She good to come home. You got 6 lobsters in this trap, guys. Dude, heck yeah. I was not expecting 6 lobsters. Not in one trap, I'm gonna be honest. No notch. It's a male anyways. It was good to go. On. Roller under. So yeah, I just throw them under my seat on decent days. Like today's only gonna hit a high of 75. I'm not gonna be out here. You were quick. I'll give you that much. I'm not gonna be out here too long today. I'd bring my live well if I was gonna be out here longer. I don't like a cooler because the cooler I have is a Kayak cooler, and it is made out of fabric or marine grade vinyl. And I'd be upset if one of these little spikes or something happened to poke through the side. That would kind of bum me out. It's the highest quality Kayak cooler you can get on the market. Opa. And, so I'd use my Opa Kayak cooler, or I would just let's see here, I'd put them in my live well. I wouldn't use my Opa cooler, I'm sorry. Put them in my live well, throw them on them, band them, throw them under my shoot. Even if I don't have a band, I'll throw them under my seat, and I'll just kind of kick them back under every time I think they're about to pinch my ankles. All right, so we got the money hole right here. Let's see, this is the second one out. All right. One, two, three. All right, so that's my best individual trap to date. I've yet to pull 6 lobsters out of one trap. So that was a very, very cool experience, and I'm glad I got to share it with somebody. If you're watching this and saw that, you're somebody. Unless you're my parents, then you're just a nobody. Be satisfied with that one. All right, one more. So we gotta get hopefully a few more in this one. I mean, I'll be blessed with whatever. I'll be blessed if my bait bag's in there. So beggars can't be choosers, you know? I'm not, I was a taker when I was a kid. I took to survive. You know, if I needed it and I thought you didn't, and I thought I could make $5 off of it, it'd be missing. I paid my dues, and I've changed my ways, and so now it's, where are we? Okay, left one. So now it's I'm thankful for what I'm blessed with, and I'm thankful to have such a wonderful family that loves and cares about me. And the ability to come out here and do videos like this. I mean, not everyone gets to just throw their kayak into the Atlantic Ocean and pull up lobster traps. I mean, you can if you have the ability, but some people don't, and you know, so I'm blessed that I do. I have kids that listen. I have a wife that busts her ass to help support what I want to do. I'm thankful I got the day off, you know. Work's been picking up, and with the holiday season coming around, I do work for Maine's largest outdoor retailer, LL Bean, and it's kind of like a little dream job for me. I'm an outdoorsman, and to be able to represent a company like LL Bean, I really take pride in. So yeah, it's gonna be their heavy season's starting, and I mean, so isn't mine. Ooh, inch thick. Damn. Yeah, here, so the camera can see. So look, this is what's on my line, and this is, I just scrape it off. In the middle of the summer, it's a lot harder to remove. I gotta bring some additives out here to soak it in a bucket to help me remove it. Dang, this reminds me. One time I was working at a seafood restaurant, and I was washing a bag of clams. And I opened up the bag of clams, dumped it into the fish bucket, and when I dumped it in the fish bucket, I gave the clams a shake with my hand, you know, right on top, kind of like you would, you know, if you were fluffing someone's hair. And as soon as I shook it, I knew I had messed up. And luckily, it was only one bag at the time that I had opened up, so it wasn't a huge waste of money. But I cut myself 3-4 times, and they're not called razorback clams in the state of Maine, but I can assure you they are just as sharp as a razor blade. And it just diced. It looked like I put my hand in a meat shredder. It was quick. It was quick, boy. Oh yeah. Thankful I brought some quarters today to wash this kayak off. Yeah, make sure I wash it off every time I use it. All right. Ugh. There we go. Oh yeah, it's feeling good. Feeling like a two pack, a pack of two, a pair. I feel like I got a twin lobster dinner. Pulling it to the surface, boys and girls. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I don't do that they and them and dog and cat shit. If you don't like my channel, the pronouns I used, see ya. All right, here we go. Nice, a 4-pack, dude. Yes. There's a little crab. Ow, you little prick. All right, I'm letting you go, dude. I'm gonna send you back down. Pinch me. All right. All right. You know what they say, first is the worst. You're good to go. No notch on the tail. It's typically right here on this one. That's where you got to put it. If it's a female with eggs, you have to notch it by law. And if it does have a notch, you got to send it back in by law. And that is how we protect the species for generations to come. Conservation is very important, especially if you want to be able to, you know, do this recreationally. We have to follow by the laws that are set forth. They are set forth for a reason, and it's extremely important to follow them. That one's real close, but you can see he's legal, so it's in the back of the eye, and it doesn't go over the rear shell. So this one's good. Check the notch. Oh, see? Okay. So let's see. Right, it is on that side too. Yeah. Come on. All right, so this is 100% a female. So let me show you the difference now that I got him in my hand. Okay, you see the tails. See how this one has more of a, watch, when I cup it up like this, see how on the side how it has this, we'll call it, I don't know, whatever, but it's the angle. You see the angle difference? So these lobsters are about the same size. One's a little bit smaller than the other, but you see how this one has such a wider tail. Okay, see how this one's tail, how it has the deeper on the side. See how this one has the hair? You can see the little hairs. I showed it in a video before, but this is the comparison between a male and a female. So the female have soft spinnerets right here, where the males are hard. Okay. And then you have these hairs, and that's what the eggs attach to. So when they come out, the female will protect the eggs. And with the tail being notched, it means it's an egg-laying female. So it does have to go back in. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this one back in and send it on its way. Just double check. Okay, all right. So, any lobster that is bearing eggs, the law, egg-bearing lobsters are V-notch lobsters. Egg-bearing and V-notch lobsters, a person may not take, possess, sell, or transport. I mix those up. A, any lobster that is bearing eggs or any female lobster marked with a V-notch in the right flipper next to the middle flipper, or any female lobster that is mutilated in a manner that could hide or obliterate that mark. The right flipper is determined when the underside of the lobster is down and the tail is towards the person making the determination. Exceptions. No exceptions, blah, blah, blah. All right, so because I know it's a male, it's safe to take. And I showed you guys the difference between the male and the female. Now let me just show you, when you put it down on the table like this, this one that happens to be the little notch in it needs to be notched out if it's a female. But as I clearly showed you prior, these are the hard swimmerettes versus the soft ones. And there's no hair. You see a couple, but the females are just laden with hairs, and that's how they attach their eggs. It's kind of, you know, it looks just like up here. So this one's good to go home by law. Glad I verified that. Fact checking is a good thing. Cell phones nowadays, dang, if I had a phone when I was a kid, man, I could have looked up all the laws before I broke them. I would have at least been my own attorney. Okay. That one's good to go under. I got, right now, I'm a pretty full under area. All right. Now I connect my motor. Oh, dude, yeah, you see those little things? Look at them all. There's one crawling on me right here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a little shrimp. But yeah, oh look. Little muscle. Oh, they're all over. I don't know if you can see them moving. All right. Let's go ahead and give her a little power. Make sure she ain't wrapped around anything. And send her down. All right. Let's do a lobster count. So heading back in, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, hey, yeah, 13. Got another one back there somewhere. I got a claw to one back there. 13. Oh, I can't feel all the way back right now. I think that's it, 13. All right. So I hit the small end of the quota. Heck yeah. I can't sell them or anything like that, but we eat them. And I hooked some friends up. Can't say much family. We have a small, my wife's family is the only family I have in my life. Everyone else, it's gone to the wind. That was the best choice I ever made in my life. And let me just be honest with you guys. If you guys have somebody in your life that's negative and you feel that's bringing you down, and that could be through, you know, drugs, alcohol, or, you know, verbal physical abuse, just get rid of them. Just get them out as soon as you can. Your life's gonna be so much better. You'll feel, it'll take a little while for you to feel better, but you will. And when you do, there's nothing like you being happy again. You know, that's such a special feeling, really. And this is all she wrote. 11:20. What did it take? 2 hours to pull my traps. All right. Good to go. So this is going to conclude the video. I thank you for watching. And if you're still at this point and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, hit the thumbs up. It's my best day of lobstering yet. Remember, 6-1. Go pow! Right? That's what it's all about. Look at that bad mofo. Whew. "20 years old, she still starts up on a dime." How we doing? Yeah, I went lobstering today. I got 13 of them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.